They had studied Earth for 3 full galactic cycles. Orbiting just outside the reach of human detection, the Varelian command concluded that Earth was ripe for conquest. Their target was classified as Deathworld 07, but most Varelians scoffed. At the label, propaganda, they said. A marketing ploy to deter colonization. Commander Threx of the Ninth Fleet waved his claw dismissively as his officers presented intel. Primitive bipeds. They war amongst themselves, pollute their own oceans, and still burn dead matter for fuel. What's so deadly about that? Number. One challenged them. They had invaded dozens of worlds, and humanity was just another stepping stone in their expansion. The invasion plan was elegant coordinated strikes on communications, power grids, and leadership centers. Complete planetary control in 37 hours. They launched with 400 vessels, equipped with atmospheric shields, shock troopers, and terraforming kits. By the end of the first day, nothing was going according to plan. The first sign that Earth was different came when their atmospheric shields began melting. Not under weapons, fire under rain. The troopers deployed to the Amazon basin began coughing blood within minutes. The wildlife, small, colorful, seemingly harmless, proved more lethal than any weapon. One trooper was eaten by ants. Another was crushed by a tree the moment he touched it. On the second day, they tried urban centers. New York, Lagos, Tokyo. They thought the civilians would flee in terror. Instead, they fought back. With everything but an elderly woman in Detroit. Disabled a Varelian exosuit with a Molotov cocktail made from cleaning products. A teenager in Manila hacked their command drone using a repurposed gaming laptop. In Johannesburg, a street gang repurposed alien plasma rifles within hours and turned them on the invaders with disturbing efficiency. Worse still, humans didn't break. They didn't surrender. They adapted. Their resistance wasn't organized. At first it was instinctive, violent, chaotic, and terrifyingly effective. By day 3, Earth had cost them almost half their fleet. Commander Threx, desperate for answers, review field reports from survivors. They fight when outnumbered. They laugh under fire. Their environment is hostile even to us. They don't sleep. Some of them don't sleep. You watch footage from a failed extraction in Texas. A squad of troopers cornered a human family. The adult male stood between them and his children unarmed. When they fired a warning shot, the man charged. He didn't stop. He tackled a Varelian armored scout, breaking multiple bones in the process. The squad was wiped out seconds. Later by a group of ranchers armed with shotguns and pickup trucks, Threx began to understand. Earth wasn't just a death world by name. It was a crucible. Everything that lived there had evolved under constant threat. Volcanoes, tsunamis, predators, viruses, and each other. Humanity hadn't merely survived. It had thrived. They weren't the apex species despite the dangers. They were the apex species because of them. On day 5, the humans launched their counteroffensive. Not governments, people, veterans, preppers, hackers, hunters, athletes. Entire communities mobilized faster than any military command structure. Farmers rigged anti-air turrets out of irrigation systems. Children turned alien scraps into weapons. Someone launched a DIY space capsule with a warhead made from fertilizer and kitchen chemicals. They called it the alternative strike. It destroyed 2 capital ships. Panic gripped the Varelian fleet. Threx issued the retreat order. But the humans weren't done. They had captured ships, learned how to pilot them. They followed. In the weeks that followed, Earthborn vengeance swept across Varelian sectors. Planets that once flew their banner now echoed with the sound of human music and gunfire. Their supply chains were shattered, leadership captured or dead. The humans didn't bother with diplomacy. They brought wrath. One human pilot was recorded, saying, "You came to our world thinking we were prey. You found predators who play on hard mode by default." Only one ship limped back to Varelian space. Scorched, barely functional, carrying the last survivors of the perfect invasion. Threx sat in the wreckage of his command deck, one eye replaced with a crude human patch. He stared into the void as the distress beacon pulsed weakly beside him. In his final log, he muttered, "Deathworld," was not branding. It was a warning.